Welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is JavaScript top 40 one-liners that every developer must know and should start using it in your projects from like right now. Knowing and using these one-liners will help you become better developer, write much more better code, less code, and absolutely killer lines. That being said, let's get started. Today we are going to learn how to flatten an array in one line. I'm sure a lot of you have tried flattening others. If you have and have a nice story, please do share with us in the comment section. But for now, we are going to learn how to flatten an array. This is part 25 of the series. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so I'm going to create a new file. I'll say js40 part 25.html. Let's go. Alright, so we are learning how to flatten an array. Alright, so what is flattening an array? Everything I'll just show you in just a bit with an example. Most likely when you work in enterprise applications or little complex ones, chances are that you would get um, nested array, if you may call it, which means array inside an array, right? A good example could be something like this. I'll say nested array equal to say 1, 2, and then you have 3, 4, like that, right? So see, this is a nested array, which means you have an array inside an array. And the output that we want is that only one array which should bring all of this to the parent level. Okay, that is what is called as flattening an array. Okay, so the expected output here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the expected outcome. Alright, so what do we need to do to flatten an array? Simple. There is a pre-built, inbuilt um, method that we will use, and we'll use it's a method. We will pass an array, and all we need to do is array dot flat. Okay, so what it does is it would flat the array for the first top level. Okay, only one level, remember that. By default, only top level, only one level. Okay, I'll show you both examples so you learn this method end to end. Okay, and to use it, all you can do is just call this method. So you can say flattened array equal to flatted. I've written flatted, my bad, but you get the point. So pass the array and console log the flattened array, and that's it you need to do. And what you'll do, open this in your favorite browser, any browser of your choice. I have no restriction. Some people use Edge, some use Chrome, Firefox, whatever. So now you see it flattened the array. Earlier 3 and 4 were a sub array inside an array, right? They were a child. So now it was a child array inside array, so it flattened. But what if I have something like this? Let's say 7, 8. Now see, I save it, I go back to browser, I refresh, and now you see it is still showing array inside array. Okay, that is because this method array flat, if you see this here, open it, it will show the documentation, and it says extends number, right? The depth of it. So that is where you need to pass the depth. That means which level you want to go. By default it's the first level. Now I've given second level. So now see, it has flattened the entire two inner arrays, right? So remember, this method is extremely useful, and but the only caveat being that you need to pass which depth that it has to go and flatten it. Let's say you have some more inside like this, then you need to pass 3. It will not work with 2. See, now it will not work with this. So now your value should be 3 because it's a third level. So now you refresh, and now you see the flattened array. Right, so one of the most helpful use cases, especially when you're working with complex arrays in your project, this is something that's bound to help you on a day-to-day basis. I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope you're finding these snippets useful. If you do, please do let me know in the comments what you feel about this series that I'm creating, and also please do show some love by liking my tutorials and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. We'll continue this series. See you in part 26. Take care, keep learning, keep growing.